This is Brian, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X for some more Sphere Grid work here at the arena. Pretty sure we were almost out of a couple of things. But we can go ahead and do a Don Tonberry fight and get my next sphere levels for Lulu and Yuna teed up. And of course, then we'll go do some more farming against Fafnir. And we'll see how far we can get today. I was kind of thinking, last time I said that I think 2 more sessions, like 2 hours here basically, should be enough to get me all the way done with Lulu and Yuna. So we'll see if we can get at least halfway done today with what they have left. Of course, that will require some more farming of Fortune Spheres against Earth Eater. So we'll see. Okay, there's that part. And let's just go as far as we can here before we stop to farm more. And if you haven't been following along, I have filled in a lot of the empty nodes with stats to try to get everybody maxed out, or at least pretty close to it. I do have some empty nodes left because I still need to work on magics against Jumbo Flam. We need to farm them. And I'm not gonna max luck out, so we probably will end up with a couple of empty nodes still on the grid, because I probably don't need all of them. Well, we've got a lot of mono ones going here, so we're actually making quite a bit of progress before we have to stop. But I think that'll run out up here, it looks like. I'm gonna run out of power. I think after I get this one, I'll take her over here. Then we'll go up and finish off this stuff and get that and that, and then make our way over here. No, not yet. Actually, let me double check here. What do I need? 2 power. 1 mana, 2 speed. So 2 speed, 2 power. And 1 mana, 1 ability will be good enough. And as always here, I'm swapping in Riku and Kamari because they're the 2 weakest characters I have left. Because that'll fill up Wakka's overdrive more quickly because he's in comrade mode. And I tend to kind of forget about it at first here, but let's go ahead and make sure we get the extract ability on here. Because that's what we're fighting this guy for. But since we've done a healthy chunk of damage already to him, I'm just going to finish him off without using the overdrive this time. Yeah, there goes Riku and Kamari. Barely touch Wakka though. Yeah. The last few times I've been doing pretty good on that, but first try today I messed it up. Well, yeah, that'll fill it up for the next fight at least. And Wakka should be able to finish him off before he gets his next turn again now. Since we got the 4 hits in there with the overdrive. Here we go. Ah, dang it. It would have been a dark matter drop though. I gotta get more mana. Well, I'm not out of those yet, so I wouldn't have to, but I will. Let's try not to mess up the attack reels this time. There we go. Yeah, that 12 hits is a big difference. Oh man, really? What about another dark matter drop? Okay, well, maybe 3rd time's the charm for the monospheres. Just slow me down, man. Yeah, it's a little disappointing that Walker's Overdrive didn't get filled there. I guess she's too strong. Maybe if I took her good weapon or her good armor off, that might help a little bit. And that time I wasn't really paying attention to see what drop I got. I was thinking about Riku's equipment. I'll move on like I'm done with the mana. Because even if I'm not, I still have a few of those left. We could go a while before I'd have to stop again. Alright, let's extract some power. And I think I will go ahead and do this, because that gets rid of the auto protect, which I'm hoping that makes enough of a difference. The auto haste doesn't really matter, other than if I change this, she won't get as many turns, so I guess that'll make it a little easier for me to just get Wakka's hits in without having to waste turns on defending with Riku and Kimahri, or having them give their token damage. Well, it filled up Wakka's Overdrive because it was already half full, so I'll have to wait and see until next time to know if that's enough to fill it up in one hit or not now. Come on, take it out in this hit. There he goes. Another round for power. And then 2 rounds for speed, and that should be good for this guy for now. Well, it seems like it's taken long enough. Partially because I had to do 2 extra fights for the mana that I had expected to do. Because normally he'll drop 40 items, but if he drops the dark matter, it'd only be 2 with the overkill. So that's how I know that that's what he was dropping at that time. Alright, who's he gonna hit? Okay, yep, that didn't have to fill it up all the way, so good on that end. I don't plan on going any further on her sphere grid until I'm done with everybody else. Alright, got it. Well, everybody else except Kimahri, at least. We'll try to leave those 2 as weak as possible because it seems to help a little bit for this grinding. Okay, 1 more for speed. Then I think while I'm at the fighting stage here, I'll just go ahead and do a couple of Earth Eater fights to get him out of the way. I do just want to check where we're at though on my spheres to see if we're about where I thought. Yep, looks pretty good there. Everything in the 70s or 80s. So if I did one more round with any fights, or for any of them, it would over limit me. Although it's not like that's the end of the world to waste a few of them, but I won't for now. Now, how many of these do I want to do here? Do I want to go another 5 rounds for him? Oh, yeah. That's another thing I didn't really consider. By changing out her armor, she doesn't do the auto phoenix, so I gotta take that into account. So maybe I should just switch it back, and I'll just try to remember to swap it out when we're fighting Fafnir. Slightly different tactics for slightly different enemies. Okay, should be good for this one. Go for another one. And preemptive. Not that I care. Like Kamari's little tap knocking down this time. And after Walker's done with that attack, he throws up and collapses from being dizzy. At least I think I would if I was him. I thought it was bad enough sometimes when you watch people throwing a shot put or a discus when they do the spin on that. Or in figure skating is another one, I suppose. I have never watched that much of that though, or paid too much attention to it. No, I wasn't trying to talk to him. Did it again. Alright, so we have 2 down. I think I'll go for 3 more and just get that 10 Fortune Sphere built up. Sounds good, at least. Yeah. There's that one. Don't hit walkout. Okay, good. Missed it on the first time around there, but we got it. We got it anyway. Gonna do 2 more. And then time for Sphere Grid action again. I don't know. On these hour segments I've been doing, I'm not really sure if I spend more time in the Sphere Grid or fighting the enemies. To me, it seems like I spend more time fighting, but maybe the Sphere Grid time just goes by faster for me. So I haven't really paid too much attention to the time on it when I'm doing it. Just to the overall time. And I guess overall, the Lululemon unit, if I'm not really going to utilize them against some of the bosses, probably wouldn't have to worry about getting their luck built up and I could just save it. But I'm planning on unlocking every node that I have placed with every party member, so that's just, I guess, a note that depending on how you want to do it, you certainly don't have to farm for everybody for them. But I'm sure most of you realize that already. All right. We gonna do one more. we've had decent luck with not having it hit Waka, so I'm not too upset with it today. Unless he starts doing a ton in a row here. But we should only need one more player if things go well and it doesn't hit Waka. And as long as I don't miss up these attack rails. Or the next one. Gotten a little out of my comfort zone on the attack rails here sometimes. Like I keep talking while I'm doing it, which I really should be concentrating more, but it still seems to be working out well enough on it. But I guess that's another thing when you're shooting these, when you're making videos like this and you're used to talking over it, you kind of get used to doing more things at a time like that. Whereas before, a single player game, I usually wouldn't be doing much talking during that. Of course. Alright. Let's finish him off, Waka. Good enough for me. Okay, should be ready to go back to Lulu and Yuna for a little while here. Yeah, these low-level black magic ones that I'll most likely not ever use with her. Well, for that matter, I probably won't be using the higher-level black magic spells with her either, other than Ultima. But these are even more moot at this point. Now, how do we want to tackle this? I want to go up here and get the middle out of the way. I think for the first part, yes, and then loop around to where Riku is before I go up around the rest of it, or something like that. If that doesn't make sense the way I said it, just hold on until I get more levels for her and I'll show you. Yeah, I was going down here, but I had thought about getting this stuff, but I think that's quite a backtrack from this point. Yeah, so it makes more sense to keep going forward here for now. And I guess this will get me into this part of the grid where I need those fortune spheres for her, so... Good thing I went ahead and did that. Maybe I just remembered in the back of my mind that this is where I was going anyway. Yeah, we'll say that. Sure, huh? Lulu's getting lucky. Well, we already used over half of those fortune. Well, I guess exactly half of what I did pick up. Or wait, no. I started out with one, so yeah, we're over half. And go ahead and use up the rest of them in here, it looks like. Might actually have to go farm for a few more. Or else we'll have just enough, maybe? No, I see at least one extra that we're gonna need, it looks like. Probably should have saved that one. Then I could have gone through the rest of this without stopping to farm for more. Oh well, it's done. Okay, so back to Earth Eater. How many do I want to do yet here? I'm gonna need at least 2 coming up here for her. And maybe more pretty soon for Yuna, so why don't I just go ahead and do 3 more fights, I think. No, we didn't get away from him for too long. But only 3 in a row. It won't be quite as long this time. So far, so good. Yeah, funny how taking this guy out becomes so routine. Whereas it would be considered one of the harder enemies in the game overall. But there are different tiers of difficulty, I suppose. Like he's probably comparable to the two Dark Aeons that I already faced, Valefor and Ifrit. Or at least Valefor, maybe. At least in terms of HP, he probably even has more than Valefor. So, yeah, maybe he is tougher than them. I was just thinking to myself that Wakka still had full HP there, so he hadn't been hit yet. And of course, then he gets flared. Not that time though. And this will be the second out of 3 Earth Eaters for this round, at least. After this one, I should probably remember to sell off the dropped equipment too again and see how much we get for it, because this guy does drop some pretty good ones, and this will be the 8th fight I've had today with him. I've noticed a lot of the armor drops from him though, and the weapons are the ones that are worth a lot. So we'll have to see if I got any of those 150,000 guild drops or not. Don't hit Wakka. Even though the enemy would certainly be well advised to take Wakka out, considering he's the main threat here. I get so many turns built up that I'm gonna waste one on healing here. Yeah, I know Wakka's strength is pretty high, but since his weapon is also tied to his max HP, or having high HP, it still might matter when his HP is that low. Alright, this should do it. And cross my fingers, that should be the last time we have to fight a repeater for today. Now I only got about 20 minutes left anyway, so considering I got a few extras, should be good. shouldn't be that many left on the board for Lulu or Yuna to activate at this point. Oh yeah, well the last one was 150,000. Now we're to some of the Fafnir drops here. Yeah, we're almost up to 2.5 million. Now, let's finish these 8 levels off before I go ahead and do another Don Tonberry. Okay, we're gonna pick up these strength spheres in here that I didn't activate before. Well, because they weren't there before, I'm sure, when she went through. Oh, that's right, we're out of levels. I think I'll just come over and get this one here, and then I'll go back over this way to pick up the rest of those and branch off up into here from there. And then this one and that stuff. Yeah. But I'll wait to check out completely how we're doing on the grid for both of them until we're at the end, so I don't waste any more time with that, I guess, for now. I also wonder if I do this enough times, if it would have made it worth it to have an armor with Auto Phoenix added to one of the girls here. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. My brain got somewhat an autopilot there, I think. Alright, back into the grid. I think when I started doing her grid expansion here, I was somewhere around here when we started. That's why that one was still there. So I think that's all the backtracking to get like odds and ends should be done for her. It's just a matter of navigating around to the areas that she hasn't been to at all yet. Oh, that's a fortune one. Thought it was empty for a second there, but then I remembered it was a fortune one, but I just had to scroll down farther for that, since it was covered up by your name otherwise. And there's another luck one coming up here. And another one not too far away from that. So I guess I'm glad I did as much as I did there against the Earth Eaters. Actually, yeah, I'll probably keep going this way, so I'll just take off and go from there here. I was just considering if I wanted to stop one shorter, since I didn't need to go past that way, maybe. But that doesn't take too many extra levels to get back over here. Yeah, it would add a whole extra level of being a pain in the butt if you didn't have the ability to use 4 levels, or to go 4 nodes in 1 level on the ground you've already covered here. Like if it was still 1 for 1, yeah, I guess I would have to be a little more careful about where I'm going, and I would consider using more teleport spheres and stuff like that. Alright, I'm already down to 1, and that's going to be used up here pretty shortly. I don't see any others in the immediate vicinity, but we'll see. No, at least not until she gets another Don Tomberry fight done. And that'll probably be tomorrow's problem by that point. We'll see if Yuna needs any fortune spheres though. Okay. I was gonna go up through the middle here. I do see that she needs at least 1 fortune though. A couple of them. I was second guessing a little bit on which way to go here, but this seems fine. I'll just backtrack a little bit then after I gather these here. But for here, we're gonna wait a second, because I'm gonna go fight one more Earth Eater to get those 2. And then we'll shoot off over here to get this strength one. That's a 3. So why did I leave that behind? This is where she started out. Why wouldn't have I picked that one up at the beginning? Was it blocked off? It couldn't have been. Or did she start off with knowing these, but she didn't exactly start there, maybe? Yeah, I don't remember at this point. Let's get this taken care of quickly. Would help if I didn't chat accidentally. I'm just trying to hurry up a little too much in some of those cases here. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Depending on who the flare lands on, it could be done pretty quickly. Yep, alright. Just need to get the attack reels off after the auto phoenix here. I think at least for the next part that I do, I'd said I thought I was pretty close to being done with luck for them already, but I think I really am, so we won't have to do as many Earth Eater fights. I'm sure I'll still have to do a couple or something, 2 or 3 at least, but not the, what did I have to end up doing today, 9 of them? Yeah, we shouldn't need that many Fortune Spheres. The Wayward Strength there. Getting that defense here. Where do we want to go here? I think I'll just keep going up. And I got this little bit to the right here that I need to do a little bit of backtracking over there to pick up. I don't know if I'll have levels with her to get over there and get that done here or not. Well, I can get down here to pick it up, but she won't have enough to do any backtracking yet. Alright, but that's all of that, so let's see where we're at for today then before we stop. Next time I'll pick up with her, we'll head over here and make our way down, pick up around this one, get that stuff, get, well, this little bit there. Probably head over here, there, up there, yeah. So that's coming together. It might be more than one day, though. I can get most of it done in one day, though, if I don't have to stop and do as much farming for the fortune spheres, I suppose. What about Lulu? Okay, we're working up here. So she just has to finish this little bit off. And then come back down around here. And get that stuff and that. So it won't take too long to finish that off. But then she still has this corner over here yet too. So yeah, about equal to as much left to do as you and I think, just slightly in different positions. Now, let's also look at their overall stats and see where we're at. Luck is 101. Okay, so as long as that's about equal with Wakka, then she might be done with those. I would guess maybe one or two more that only have like one or two in them, maybe. Although I think I got rid of all the ones, maybe? Yeah, we'll find out. She's at 99 for luck. Her evasion is maxed. Otherwise, she's got a little ways to go on the rest of them. But yeah, we're certainly getting there. Her MP isn't even maxed yet. Yuna's, I think, was already last time. So what are we going to start off with? Probably going to start off with the Don Tonberry, so let's switch that to get them ready. Restore our health here. And yeah, I guess this seems like a good spot to go ahead and call it, so we'll pick up next time with another Don Tonberry fight and keep Lulu and Yuna moving. We still have enough power, mana, and speed and all that, so I don't think we'll have to stop and farm, at least not right away. We might make some pretty quick progress next time without the Earth Eater farming and all that. So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow. And we'll catch you next time.